One day, I was walking through the halls, and I decided I was going to smile at 10 different people throughout the day. These people could have been upper or lower classmen, girls or guys, it didn't matter. All I wanted to do was make contact. I wanted to see if my smile could impact their day in a positive way. I mean, after all, I have a cute smile. Nearly everyone smiled back, with little to no lasting impression that I knew of. But one student stood out to me. I knew who they were, they knew who I was, but we just didn't run in the same social circles. He smiled back at me and waved. I had made a connection. You see, every connection we make in life has influence. These influences can be either positive or negative. To make a positive influence, it doesn't have to be a huge act or anything monumental. It can be just as simple and easy as choosing to smile in the hopes of brightening someone's day. I decided I needed to amp up my game. So the following week, I tried to use my charms on the passerbys in the hallway once again. This time by giving them a happy, healthy, hey. Inversely to my first test, though, most people looked bewildered that I was even talking to them. But I think they were confused of whether or not I was talking to them or not. Once they noticed I was, they'd usually give me a little hi or a little wave, you know, the one you give your mom's friends when she introduces you. But again, a small amount of people stood out to me. They responded with, "Hey, Noah." I took a step back when I heard that and thought about how someone I've never talked to before took the time out of their life or just their day to know my name, know who I was, just a little bit about me. It meant a lot more than you think. Since that went so well, I decided to take one final crucial step. I was going to sit down and talk to two completely random people. People I had no idea what was going on in their life or who they were. The first person I met is a junior here at Cherokee. Her name's Catherine. She was sitting alone in the nurse's office eating lunch, and she just looked like she had a lot going on. I introduced myself and asked her how her day was, and we just started talking. We talked about how we had similar humors and even liked some of the same TV shows, even though she was trash-talking one of my favorite TV shows, Grey's Anatomy. But our talk wasn't all just about fun and games. We also spoke on some more serious topics of how she's grown into an amazing person through her life, and it's been through people and what she's experienced. When I had to leave, I didn't want the connection to leave with me. So I asked Catherine for her phone number. I was expecting to just check in every once in a while, see how she's going or how she's doing. But when I got to my next class, I got a text. By the way, that meant a lot, just to talk. I loved it. Receiving that text is probably the most unexplainable feelings that I've ever felt in my life. The next person I met is a sophomore here at Cherokee. His name's Jose. He was sitting alone in the library doing a little bit of schoolwork, and I decided I was going to barge in and ask him if the seat across from him was taken. He responded with no, so I promptly sat down next to him and started talking to him about a few of his classes and some of his teachers. Then I asked him how he felt about his friends in his classes, to which he responded, "I don't really have any friends in my classes." I was completely baffled by this. I felt like I could already call this kid my friend. How could no one feel the same way? I asked him why, and he said he just didn't really fit in. I told him, you can't let what's popular influence the person you're becoming. You see, these connections may seem like nothing, but they could have been everything to someone. We don't know what's running through these people's minds as they walk up and down these halls. 2 years ago, my life was turned upside down. The strongest person in my life fell deathly ill. My sophomore year, I was a little more secluded. I focused mainly on school and good grades. But I was on the football team and I wrestled, and I wasn't a star athlete. I didn't even start in football. But my life all changed when I noticed that I needed connections, when my dad fell deathly ill, and it took a dramatic turn on the football field. I had gotten hurt, and at the time, I thought something was broken. I ran off to the side, and a coach came over to ask me what was wrong. I told him again how I thought something was broken, and he said, "It's okay, buddy, we can get you to the hospital," to which I started crying even harder. I told him how my family couldn't deal with anything else right now, and I couldn't even get a ride to the hospital. The next step he took was such an important part of my life. He wrapped his arms around me and he told me, "It's okay, buddy, we have you." He was telling the truth. He went and told the 10 plus other coaches on the coaching staff, and a few of the other players overheard my blabbering as well. After that, I was having people check in on me every day, asking me how I was, asking me how my dad was, giving me rides places so my mom didn't have to worry. And don't worry, everything turned out okay with my dad. He ended up being okay, and we got back to a normality in our life. But the sad truth is, not everyone has an easy source of positivity in their life, as I did with the football team. That's why I'm going to do something today. I'm going to challenge each and every one of y'all to go out, say hi, ask someone how their day is, just smile. You'll be surprised at how much it means to someone and how much it means to you. Thank y'all.